Hi, this is Angela McFarlane and you're stamping with aMac. I'm just quickly going to show you how to make this card. This is a card that we made at OnStage, which is our Stampin' Up conference last November, and it's featuring the Forever Blossoms stamp set. So basically we used Pool Party as a card base, and that is the standard size of the A4 cut in half. I just fold that in half, and then for the layers I'm using a piece of vellum and a piece of the beautiful designer series paper, which is the Parisian Blossoms specialty designer series paper. It's got some really pretty patterns on the other side as well. So we'll be layering this, but I will be stamping on the designer series paper using smoky slate ink. With a bigger stamp, I find it easier to actually ink it up, having the stamp facing upwards. So I'm going to sort of stamp that off the page a little bit. And just ink it up again, add a bit more to the corner, and then to add a little bit of colour to this, we coloured in using the Stampin' Blends, and we use the Petal Pink, and I'll just quickly add a splash of colour with these. So I'm doing a really fast colour here. It doesn't have to be super neat and tidy. It just adds a little bit of a extra splash of colour. Especially being on the designer series paper, it just creates a little bit of a contrast. So this one I'll colour the entire flower. Add a bit of extra colour to the middle, just with a darker blend. You might hear Keith in the background. He's been shut out of the room this morning, because I've got a lot of stuff on my benches everywhere. So you can see that I'm just really quickly colouring this in, just to add a little bit of a highlight with the colour, and I'll go in with the dark and accentuate the veins on the leaves a little bit. Once again, go over with the light just to soften it a little bit. And that's it for my colouring. I just remove my scrap bit of paper. Then for the vellum, because most of it is going to be covered up, I can just attach a few pieces of snail to it, and I'll sort of position it slightly off angle on my card, and then I will overlap my other piece over the top using a bit of snail. I'll just add that. I think I want this one to go on straight, fairly straight. And then basically to add the ribbon, I've just taken about 35 centimeters of ribbon, and I'll just sort of make an arrangement with it of sorts. You can sort of just crisscross it over, and you can play with the lengths of your loops and adjust them. I find the easiest way to hold this together is actually with glue dots. So I will pop my first one down. And I'll actually pop glue dots underneath to layer it. So you can just maneuver that around to arrange it as best as you like. And then the greeting can just go over the top of it. And I've used a greeting from this set here for this one. This other greeting was from the Poppies bundle, but I thought I'd use one that belongs here. And I've got a little bit of ink on this, so I'll pop something over the top of it to disguise it. And you can just attach the greeting with a couple of dimensionals. And just position that over the top. And then to finish it off, we've got these beautiful champagne rhinestones as well that you can add to the mix. So we'll pop one there. I think we'll pop one on my little, oh, that fell in the perfect spot. And one there. So there's a really quite a simple card which is quite effective. So you can see that you can actually stamp on top of designer series paper and add more effect to that as well. So I hope you've enjoyed that, and I hope you like the Forever Blossoms bundle as much as I do. Don't forget, during Celebration, every $90 spend will earn you a free Celebration item. And with this bundle, the two together are $92.50, so you would earn one Celebration item. This is the designer series paper I was telling you about as well. Hope you've enjoyed that. Have a great day. Happy stamping.